Mangoes. That's the topic for today's video. I want to show you guys how to pick out a good mango at the store or at the market. How to, separate a crappy mango from a good mango. How to know if it's ripe, that sort of thing. Let's get into it. Alright, so I'm back from a little bit of a hiatus here on the Sweet Natural Living channel. I've been busy building my coaching business for runners. I've made 2 new websites. The links are in the description. If you're interested in running coaching, you should check it out. And of course, my other channel, The Lone Trail, where I post videos about running, you might want to check that out as well. I'll put a link to that there as well as in the description. But today's video is about mangoes. Okay, so I'm in southern France, I'm in Nice, and I was walking past the store the other day and I was like, wow, those are some good mangoes. I could see it right away, a trained eye. And so I bought some of them, and indeed they were really, really good. And this one has been in my apartment here for like a few days, and the whole room smells amazing and it looks so good. But how did I know that this was a good mango? How did I know? Well, first of all, smell, okay? So if you walk past a store and you smell a fruit before you see it, or even in Thailand, sometimes we were out walking and we could smell the pineapple or we could smell the durian before we even knew that someone was selling it. We were like, pineapple, where is it? And then, oh, over there's a store selling pineapples. That's when you know you're dealing with like absolute top-notch fruit, okay? When you can smell it before you see it. But I couldn't smell this before I saw it though. I just looked at it and there were a few things that I saw that told me this was a good mango. So those are the things I want to share with you today. So the first thing you want to look for is like color, okay? So of course there's different varieties of mangoes. I'm not exactly sure what variety this is. And they're all going to have different parameters, and the rules are a little bit different depending on the mango. But generally speaking, if you're dealing with this red type of mangoes, the most common one, bear in mind that the red is actually not indicative of a good or a ripe mango, right? So the mango can be red on one side and green on the other side, and the red is actually from sunburn. So the side of the mango that faces the sun, right? Like this one. Green on one side, red on the other side. This side was facing the sun. So we don't really care too much about the red. The green, however, can be worrying if it's really, really green, like grass, like kind of like this one. Like this green here, a little bit worrying. This mango doesn't look as good as this one, where the green sort of turns into yellow a little bit. Can you see that? It's like yellow and green. But this mango, which is the best one of the ones I have here, or looks the best anyway, does have green there. It had more when I bought it, and it's been turning yellow, orange kind of over the last few days. Here's the thing though. How do I know if the green is a bad sign or if it's okay? Well, again, it depends on the variety, but with these ones and similar mangoes, I've found that the key thing to look for is all those white spots all over the mango. So the mango is full of these freckles, hundreds of them, almost like stars. I don't know if you can see them on the camera, but there are all these white spots all around the mango, also on the green. You can see here as well, there's green there, but it's full of white spots. That's a good sign. When I see that, I'm not worried too much about the green, unless the whole mango is very green or something. But usually when it's early picked poor quality mango, it'll be really green and really red and no spots, and it'll just be like a shiny thing, rather than this one, which is more like a matte color and has all those white spots. So on bananas, we look for the brown freckles, right? To know whether or not it's ripe. And you can read more about that, of course, in the Little Banana book. I'll put a link to it there to learn about how to pick out a ripe banana, how to store them, how to ripen them, all that stuff. But for the mangoes, you want to look for the white spots. Then, of course, if you didn't smell them before you saw them, it's a good idea to have a smell. If it's ripe, you can smell it. It has an amazing aroma, okay? Mangoes should smell amazing. If it smells nothing, that's probably not a good sign. And I usually smell it up around the stem end. This one doesn't really smell much, which is a worrying sign. It doesn't really look that good either. There's a lot of like purplish almost. And mangoes are often purple. Some types of mangoes are purple before they're ripe, actually on the tree. They're just like green and purple. So purple is not necessarily a good sign, but it might turn out okay. I'll leave it on the counter for a few days and it will go through a ripening process after picking. So this will ripen up further. Then there's the sort of weight. You want it to be heavy for its size. And in terms of softness, when it's ripe and ready to eat, it will be soft, kind of like an avocado. Not too soft, but definitely, you want to feel like if you press it too hard, you're going to make a dent. Sometimes you find crappy mangoes at the store and they're just like green and red, shiny. You pick them up and they're just like dunk dunk, like wood, there's no way you could make a dent in it. That is not a good mango. Although sometimes the mangoes will be almost a little bit like that, pretty hard when they're just picked. And then of course, after a few days, they will actually ripen and soften. So it is a little bit of a difficult thing to gauge sometimes. But to sum up this video, and by the way, I'm gonna make another video tomorrow where I eat the mango, okay? And we'll talk about how to open the mango, how to peel it, how to best eat it, and maybe a little bit more about the ripe, whether or not it's ripe. But for now, let's just sum up today's video. We want to look for a mango that is vibrant in color, so it needs to look vibrant. And we're worried when we see green. If we see green, we should be worried, okay? There shouldn't ideally be much green on there. However, if the green is sort of fading into the red and the orange a little bit, even turning yellow, then that's a good sign. And also, if we can see those white spots all over the mango, including on the green parts, that's also a good sign, and we're usually good. Ultimately, if the mango smells good and if it's soft enough so you can make a dent with your fingers, you got a good mango on your hands. Ultimately though, it comes down to tasting it, and that's what I'm gonna do tomorrow. So stay tuned for that video. As I said, I do have that banana ebook if you're interested in learning about bananas, because they're really important for anyone eating a fruit-based diet. There's a link in the description for that book. There's some other links in the description as well. Go check them out. Check out my running channel, The Lone Trail. Check out my new running websites at mgjcoaching.com if you're interested in running coaching. But if you're just interested in fruit, that's fine as well. You can stick around. We're going to talk more about mangoes. We're going to talk more about fruit-based nutrition, health, supplements. I've got a video coming up showing all the supplements that I'm taking currently. We're going to get into that topic as well. And I wish you all a happy day, wherever you are. Hopefully eating mangoes. See ya.